चूल्हा जल रहा है, धुआं आंखों में लग रहा है, जलन भी है आनंद भी। बस आते ही होंगे, जल्दी से संध्या पूजा हो जाए। जानती है वो क्या कहेंगे।
जैसी हूँ वैसी ही आ जाओ, सिंगार को रहने दो। जैसी हूँ वैसी ही आ जाओ, सिंगार को रहने दो। बाल अगर बिखरे हैं, सीधी मांग नहीं निकली, बांधे नहीं अंगिया के फीते, तो भी कोई बात नहीं। जैसी हूँ वैसी ही आ जाओ, सिंगार को रहने दो।
On the Kalakshetra YouTube channel. I'm Rohan Sharma. You guys might know me as Big Man, or you guys might not know me. But today is not about me. Today I'm joined by someone who has excelled, and I speak this personally because of what little knowledge of dance I have. I'd say excelled in one of the most difficult Indian classical dance forms. And the dance form is ODISSI. And she's a winner of multiple awards, not just as a dancer, but also as a newscaster, which she has been doing for over 20 years now. And we are so lucky to have someone who has represented all of India abroad as the judge of our Kalakshetra dance event. URMILA BHAUMIK, everyone, please give her a round of applause. Even though we can't hear you, we can surely read your comments. So put a round of applause in the comments. How are you, ma'am? Welcome to our live stream.
Good evening, and thank you so very much for inviting me to be a part of Kalakshetra. Actually, as I was telling you also, that it's always fun, you know, coming back to college days or school days in some way or the other.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Wish we were together physically as a
yes,
team
yes.
Instead of online.
Yes, but nothing to do. We'll have to
Yeah, we can't
overcome
really
this
do
period
anything
like
about
this
it.
only. Yes.
Yes, this is the new normal, I guess.
Hope all of you, yes, this is the new normal. And I
So-
hope that all of you are keeping well as well.
Yeah, chat. Let us know if you are keeping well in the comment section. Anyway, ma'am, even though I have given you an introduction, whatever I say about you is always going to be less with all the stuff that you have done, all the achievements. So if you want to tell the viewers and me something about yourself, please do.
About myself. Well, that is difficult, you know, to say something about me. Well, if I start from my childhood days, I started dancing at the very tender age, at the age of 3. Yes, 3. At that point of time, naturally, it was wish of my parents. Little did I know about what dance is really, and that I will take up dance as profession or as my passion, whatever you say. But I started loving dance, and after some time, I joined singing class and art class as well.
Oh,
But in a very very
you are
short while, I
multi-talented.
gave up everything else. No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
ma'am.
I gave up everything. Yeah, I only stuck to dance. Very one thing that I would really like to. I won't say that like you to know, but that will give an angle to the whole life story of mine. When I was 6 or 7 years old, I had a accidental fall, and after that, I have a knee problem, which is deteriorating every day, I would say.
Okay.
But it is my willpower from that age of 6 till today. It is almost a journey of uh, more than 45 years. So I'm struggling, but I have never given up. It is the dedication, it is the motivation I have got from dance, and I'm still continuing.
That's
And
so
my
good.
students, they also really take this part from me.
That's so great to hear, ma'am. We all have adversities in our life, but the way you have come up against those and shown so bright,
Yeah, no,
that is so inspiring to all of us. Um, so as you said, you were supported as a young dancer. Was it your parents' choice to put you into dancing and get you into dancing?
yes. What, as my mother puts it, that um, in her life she wanted to be a dancer, but she was not allowed to. So she
Okay.
wanted me to continue with that, and I got all support from them. And I
That's
was,
so great, ma'am. Because we normally see people not supporting their children in a passion
yes.
that does not involve studies, let's say. And because of people like you
Mhm.
who are doing a great job with what they are passionate about, the trend is slowly changing, and people are slowly
Yeah,
starting
now
to
it's
realize
changing. Yeah, now
it's
it's
more,
changing.
yeah,
But when I was
more.
a child, it was more like this, that somebody has nothing to do, so he or she is dancing.
Yes, ma'am.
Nowadays, it's not that.
Yes, ma'am. So you're a dancer, you're a newscaster, and you are a great entertainer in general. And me, I like to entertain people myself as well. But I got to realize that I really loved that when I used to tell my friends some jokes, and they used to laugh, and that used to give me a lot of joy. So what was that? What was that sparking point in your life that when you realized that this is what you love and this is what you wanted to make a passion out of?
If I think about dance, mm, there wasn't a spark as such, I started loving dance. Okay. When I was happy, I wanted to dance. When I was sad, I wanted to dance. And I wanted to express all my emotions through dance, from a very tender age. So that was my way. And if I talk about the spark, when I came to television, actually, that is again with dance only, because I was an empaneled dancer uh, with Dodarshan. So as I was doing some rehearsals at the studios, somebody told me that you have completed your masters. Why aren't you trying for a job in Doordarshan? So I said, okay, have you got vacancy? I didn't know that you have to sit for that UPS exam and things like that. So I said, well, you need people, and is there any examination going on where I can sit? So they said, well, you can apply. Um, you can go and ask in the desk. So I went there, and there they said, at this point, everything is under injunction, nothing is going on, but you can apply for a newscaster's post or for an announcer's post. That we can see. So it was just taking a chance, I applied, and for 2.5 years, there was no response. After 2.5 years, I was called for an audition. And it was after a long time that audition took place. And many of us we appeared, but two of us joined. So from after that, it is really nice story.
So you just
I really
applied by chance and
I
then you fell
really
in love
enjoyed.
with it.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And
That's
I
so great to
really
hear.
enjoyed that tenure.
Yes, ma'am. Because most people, no, I wouldn't say most people, but a lot of people do jobs that they don't enjoy, and it sounds so
Yeah.
great that you enjoy and love your job so much. Um,
Yes, I enjoyed that job, and of course, as a dancer, I always loved that.
yes. And as a dancer, as an entertainer, you've been abroad. You've represented India as the cultural ambassador of India
To Japan,
in
yes,
Japan and
to
Myanmar and
Japan.
all of those
Yes.
places. So, what was that experience like? How did you feel?
Very enriching, very enriching to go to another country, and that too as a cultural ambassador, and exchange of culture. That's really, I can't tell you, first time when I went to Japan was my first trip as cultural ambassador of India. It was a uh, group study exchange program. So it was, we went there, mm, we stayed in the five-star hotels as well as homestays. So we really, I won't, I don't know how to really say, I won't say that I just enjoyed. It was every bit that enriched me. And this cross cultures, what we are and how they are, and the hospitality that they showed. The Japanese people, they're fantastic. And they made us so very their own, and appreciated me like anything. Kirei desne, they used to say. Kirei desne, oh, wow, so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Your dance is so beautiful. And the dance, when we exchanged notes on dance, it is naturally, it's totally different. And one thing which I did there, I participated in an international culture exchange. I mean, that was a youth festival, and contestants from 22 countries, all youth. Okay, I was not a youth at that point of time.
Oh,
I
okay.
was quite grown up, but from
Some would
India,
argue
I
you
was
still
the
look
one.
like one, ma'am.
Thank you so much. That's real compliment. But well, I was really, I was really tensed up because boys and girls of just 18, 19 years old, they were dancing. They've come from USA, UK, and I'm in 22 countries. And well, their dance is totally different. And me with my ODISSI costume on, I was really shivering. Uh, at one side, the age that was really bothering me. I thought, well, I'm in my 30s, and these people, my God, what will I do? But at the end of the program, the appreciation that I got, that was amazing. That was
So, ma'am,
amazing.
as you said,
And it's
they
a
were.
beautiful country also.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Definitely, ma'am.
Japan is beautiful.
So, as you said, ma'am, they had their own culture and we have our own rich culture. So, did they understand a bit of our culture? Because I think Odissi and all the classical dance forms really showcase our culture. So, did they really understand
Yes.
our culture?
Uh, I don't know how much they understood, but they appreciated it. The beauty, the richness that they could feel.
That's the beautiful thing
That
about
they could.
dance, ma'am. It brings everybody together. Uh, was there any incident or a moment that you really remember from those trips to Japan or
Yeah,
Myanmar?
in Japan, I remember one thing because, as I told you, that it was an exchange program. So there was a reciprocating team who had visited India just before I went there. So when I was in Japan in Osaka, I met a gentleman who was asked to come as a leader of that reciprocating team to India. But he said, I don't want to go to India
Why would
because
you say that?
he thought that's a black land. I don't want to go to India. He rejected. He rejected his offer, and somebody else came. But when we reached there, he was so happy to see us. He only told us that what a loss it was. Why didn't I go to India?
You
And
made a
this time
big,
I,
big mistake not coming here.
Yes, yes. And he told us, he committed to us that within 2 years I'll be in
Mhm.
India. Because I didn't know that such beautiful people, such marvelous people, they stay in India, and they're so intelligent. And seeing me, he said that I have never seen such an intelligent lady in my life, and they really look down upon the women there.
Yes, ma'am.
That point I didn't like in Japan, that I
Hmm.
must say. But
I think
things
it's
must
getting
have
better now.
changed by now.
I think it's getting
Yes,
better
it
now,
must
though.
have changed. Yes, but at that point of time, it was I was sitting totally. They were interacting with me, but all their wives, they were sitting in another room. They were not allowed to
Mhm.
come and
Because
talk to
because
me.
it's women and men.
Yes, yes, yes. At that point, I
I
didn't
think
like
that
that.
has progressed now.
Yes,
I
yes,
hope
of course.
it has. I hope it has.
Yes, and the interpreter I had with me, she used to say, within 5 years, it'll all change, You just come back after 5 years and you'll see
I
a
think
change.
all the women that went there really showcased their power, including you, showcased what women are made of, and I think that's what is bringing all the men, women, all of us as one now. So that's really
Hope
great,
so.
ma'am.
Hope so. Yeah. It
Yes,
must
ma'am.
have
Hopefully.
changed. Yeah. Mhm.
With all your years of experience in newscasting and all the events that you have done, all the representing India in a cultural event, what are your thoughts about this year's Kalakshetra event, including dancing, singing, and if you have watched those videos? Um,
Mm, well, I have watched the dance videos. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I won't say, but it might be better. Actually, whatever you do online, I think we are lagging somewhere.
yes, ma'am. I
The
think
things, if I see it in the on the stage, it would have been different, maybe.
yes, ma'am. The
So
speakers
you
makes
really
a very big difference.
yeah, you really need that aura, the aura of the stage, the aura of the audience, and the
It's not-
judge sitting in front. It really adds on. But it
yes,
is good. It's not bad.
I think we are slowly
Not
getting
bad
used to
at
this
all.
online.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
I hope we get to do it offline as well, because that is surely so much better than online. Because
Maybe next year. Next year, I'll come down to your
surely, ma'am,
place.
we would love to have you
Yes.
there. We'd love to have you.
Yeah. We look forward to that.
So now let's get to know you a little better. Let's get to have fun with you a little bit. I'd like to ask the live audience as well for some questions. By the time they send us the questions, I would like to ask you, ma'am, do you watch movies?
I do, but not much.
You don't watch it as much. Did you
Not
watch a lot of
much.
movies in your younger years, man? Earlier?
No, I would say I'm not a movie person.
Hmm.
But well, I have. I won't say not at all. Fan of
Um,
Madhuri Dixit.
oh, that's great, ma'am. So would you say she could be a dancer if she just completely left acting?
Yes, yes, yes. That's
That,
why what
I would think so too, ma'am.
I yeah, yeah.
I think she has an online academy as well for dance.
Fantastic. Yes,
She's
she's
great at
fantastic.
dancing.
She's
Um,
fantastic.
so who would you say currently is the best dancer if you know the current actors and how they dance?
Best dancer is a difficult question, but I like Shahid Kapoor.
Shahid Kapoor, a
Shahid
great dancer
Kapoor,
also.
yes,
I think he's very
great
versatile with
dancer.
his dance as well.
Yes, yes. And at one point of time, I liked Hrithik Roshan.
Hmm.
And,
Roshan, yes.
well, of course, yes. And Prabhupada, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Prabhudeva.
Prabhudeva. Prabhudeva.
Prabhudeva, yeah.
I think Hrithik Roshan, I think, would be my favorite if I have to talk about all-time favorite dancers when it comes
Yeah,
to
yeah,
actors
yeah.
being
He was
dancers.
fantastic. He was fantastic. The first time I saw him, he was, my God. I started with Shahid Kapoor because Shahid Kapoor came later.
Hmm.
So I just got back.
I think recently Tiger Shroff is a really great
Tiger
dancer.
Shroff, yes, yes, yes. Tiger
Yes.
Shroff is also.
I really love his dancing as well. I think Tiger Shroff
Yes,
and
it's very
Hrithik
good.
Roshan are very similar when it comes to dance.
Yes.
Um, is there any awkward or weird moment that happened to you on stage? Any embarrassing moment or something that you remember that happened on stage?
On stage, not really. Not really.
Because, ma'am, I broke my glasses when I was in stage dancing. And that was really embarrassing because I do have an eyesight, but it's not that.
Actually, I remain very cautious, as I told you that because I have a,
Oh, yes, ma'am.
severe knee problem. Yeah, so I'm overcautious on stage. So this never happened really. But while announcing, actually, while presenting, I was one of the main presenters in 1994. You were not born, I believe. 1994. International Film Festival. That was the last year that in Kolkata we had that. So there, there were, I won't say awkward, but there were really sparky moments, when we went to the stage and we presented the stalwarts from all parts of the world. And it was really, every evening was an experience. Every
So it's
evening.
great fun. It was great fun.
Yeah, it was great fun.
A great question has
I
come
remember
from.
an evening. I remember
Oh.
an evening where Roman Polanski had come, and we were in Ravindra Sadhana. So as I walked into the stage, my God, so many people. I just thought that they'll come and fall into, on me. There were so many people, and just the security people, the way they got me in, I had some of my friends with me. I thought that they can come with me because there was a maddening crowd. Huh? So I said that you come with me. I'll go from inside, you come with me. But I was just snatched, by the security people, and they were all left behind. I went in.
I think, yeah, and
Yes.
it's so
and
great
I
to
did the
hear that.
closing. I did the closing ceremony.
Oh,
That
that's
year.
great, ma'am.
Yes, for next 2 years I was called at Delhi and at Chennai also, but I couldn't go because of family problems.
Oh. It's so great to hear that you followed your passion and now you're getting to meet these giants in the entertainment business. And I think I feel the same way right now, meeting you, talking to you.
Oh, wow.
With the little dance that I do, it's so fortunate that I'm getting to hear such stories from you. But a great question from the crowd, I would say, if not dance, what would you be doing right now?
I would have been teaching, I believe, because I'm a master's in comparative literature.
Comparatively,
I believe, yeah, that's a vast subject again.
I think you would be a very entertaining teacher, ma'am. I think everybody would enjoy your class a lot.
Yeah, I've taught as faculty for news also for a long
Oh,
time.
okay, ma'am.
Okay.
If you have to choose a dancer, a favorite dancer, who would you say is your favorite dancer?
At the moment, in recent times.
I mean, all time, ma'am.
All times.
You could give me two answers as well. All time, current time.
Well, current time is Sujata Mahapatra in Odissi. Yes. And all time, Yamini Krishnamurti in Bharatanatyam.
Both Odissi dancers.
No, one Bharatanatyam. Yamini Krishnamurti is in Bharatanatyam.
That's so great to hear, ma'am. I would really love to check them out. I think I'll do so.
Yes, Sujata Mahapatra is amazing.
I would
She's
love
so
to.
good.
I'm not a trained dancer, but I love to watch videos and incorporate those in my dancing style. And I love doing classical forms in my dancing style as well.
Oh,
I do
wow, that's great.
I do animation dance style, but I love putting classical steps in them because it looks
Oh,
so
that's
beautiful.
great.
Classical dancing style is such a
Yeah.
beautiful dancing form. All of those.
Actually, it brings the body language out.
Mhm.
The classical dance, uh, if you want to really train yourself as a dancer in any form, okay, I think classical is the way. Any form of classical dance that will just give the body language inside you, and you will start speaking in any form.
Yes, ma'am. I think it's similar like studies. Even though we want to do
Yes.
science, we want to do literature, whatever we do, we start with ABCD, and I think that's the same thing with
Yes.
classical dancing. That's the ABCD of dance, I'd say. Um, so continuing, ma'am, if you had to perform with two people, just two people, dead or alive, dancers or actors, anything, who would they be? Just two people.
Two people. One would be Madhuri Dixit.
Sure thing, ma'am. I would too. I would
Yeah.
too. I would really love to
Yes.
talk to her.
And the other one would be Amir Khan.
Amir Khan. So you are a
Yes.
fan of Amir Khan, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
Ma'am.
Well,
I
if
love
you
his.
ask me whether, yeah, if you ask me whose fan I am, the answer would be Amitabh Bachchan. But
As a dancer,
but I
Amitabh
would have
Bachchan.
no, as an actor,
Oh, as an actor.
as a star, I mean,
Oh,
superstar,
okay.
mega star. But I would have wanted to work with Amir Khan.
Sure thing. Do you have any acting worms inside you? Do you want to act in a movie or something, ma'am?
No, not really. Because the question you asked, that's why I said.
Oh, okay, ma'am. I would love to see you act, ma'am. I think you would be a great actor.
Oh.
Because as a classical dancer, you are already great
Yes,
with
yes.
your expressions and emotions.
Yes,
So I think you would be
yes.
great as an actor as well.
But I don't want to. I really didn't think about it. Never ever. I got offers, but I didn't.
So, ma'am, you have watched all the dancers from abroad. You said the US team, the Japan team, different teams from all over the world. If Team
Ours
India
is
goes
great.
up again,
Ours is great. Yes.
yes.
Ours is the greatest.
Before the question even starts, you know the answer. India is great.
Yes.
I believe so too, ma'am. I think
Yes, great.
when I watch some
Incredible
competition,
India. It's just
when I
yes.
watch like America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent, and I see the dance performances there, I'm like, if this was an Indian competition, they would be out in the auditions.
Really.
That's the
Really,
standard of
sir.
Indian dancing, and I'm really proud
Really, sir.
that Indian dancing is that great. So continuing with that itself, would you say Indian dancing competitions are more difficult to win than the dancing competitions abroad?
No. If as far as competitions are concerned, it's a different story. I just said that as a dance form, classical dance forms of India are much more richer. For competitions, it's a different story. Nowadays, what we see in India or in abroad, I mean, for India, if we say, it is more of gymnastics, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. I completely agree with you.
Yes. So competition is different. So I wouldn't get into that.
It's a lot more stunts now than pure dancing
Yes.
when it comes to competitions in
Yes.
India. I completely agree, ma'am.
Yeah.
Recently, there's a dance form that is really shown up because of I think Instagram and us all being online, tutting or finger dancing, and I think it started with Indian classical dances, Bharatnatyam, Kathak. So
Mm-hmm.
I think the world is, getting all the riches from India, and I think I'm really proud to be from India, and as a dancer, it really feels great.
Yeah.
Um, how do you feel about the dance competitions in India, and what in our Kalakshetra event? And what would you want to do to challenge the dancers now?
I mean, those who would be going for the second rounds.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I would like to see some impromptu dancing. Maybe for second rounds, they should be ready to compose dance instantaneously. Maybe I'll give some music or say song or some poetry. And as I call myself a classical dance designer, so I would like to find one from them. So in the second round, I think we'll go.
And I think that is an amazing idea, ma'am, because I feel like the best way to showcase your dancing skills is by freestyling. So
Yes.
if you just do impromptu dance, I think that's the best.
Because you'll have to go with the trend, because our classical dance, it's very rich, everything is okay, huh? But nowadays you'll have to present whatever you do as per what your audience wants.
Yes, ma'am.
So nowadays, that rigidity, the classical dance which we used to have, say 20 years back or 25 years back or more so, that has really changed. So you'll have to go with the trend. You have to train. What I believe in, that you will have to train yourself in classical, and then you do things on contemporary stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
So
As I said,
freestyling is
ABCD
very
of
much,
dance.
yes. Freestyling is very much necessary, and with all the ABCDs of classical.
Yes,
Anyway.
ma'am. I would completely agree, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am. It has been a pleasure talking to you, and you had such great stories to tell us, and it was so amazing to hear such great stories from you.
Thank you
And
so
it
much.
was
Thank
so
you so much for
inspiring
inviting
hearing
me
your
on
story.
this.
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. It was so inspiring to hear you tell us your story about your hardships and your injuries and how you came up through that and shone so bright and represented India and did such a great job at it. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am.
Same here.
I would like the whole of
Say
the audience to say Urmila ma'am OP in the chats, because she has been a great guest. It has been such a pleasure talking to her. So everybody, please just spam in the
yeah,
comments.
all of you. Oh wow. All of you stay safe, stay blessed, and be happy.
And let's enjoy this year's Kalakshetra. I hope you guys are enjoying so far, and we have some great plans ahead of us as well. And I hope you enjoy a lot. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Namaskar.